Good day, everyone. So, right now, I would like to share to you guys some resources to help you for your students and for your families and relatives. So, this is what we call common sense media, and I use uh, most of their tools in order to make sure that whatever it is that I recommend to my students are actually good for them. So you can see here that it has for parents and for educators. I actually use this also for my son. And they have topics like digital citizenship, edtech ratings and reviews for the tools that we are using, and the wide open school. Now, Common Sense Media, you can see here that they have selections for learning. It's actually a nice read, so I recommend this to everyone to check out what they have for the different tech tools that we are offering right now or that we are using right now. So they also give recognitions for common sense educators, and I do plan to be a recognized educator by or before the school year 2021-22 start. And the expert advice curated for you, you can check them out using the commonsense.org. At the same time, you can see here that they have something for the educators. Under digital citizenship, they have a complete curriculum for digital citizenship. Under UK, or quick activities for kinder to grade 5, quick activities for grade 6 to grade 12. And of course, the digital life dilemmas that our students are facing right now. Sometimes it's quite easy for us to just dismiss what they are feeling because we are not at their age anymore. But then I do suggest for everyone to at least read and check out their lesson plans. So while that's opening up, um, they have here edtech reviews for the different tools that we can use while we are teaching, including the different teaching strategies and teacher created lessons. Now, for professional development, they do have trainings for how to teach digital citizenship and student data privacy courses. I do give student data privacy classes to my students, and it mostly tackles about how they are going to protect their own self against media. Okay, so there are also other resources, and of course the distance learning. They have this free distance learning templates for teachers and families and for hybrid teachers. So for those who are having hybrid classes right now, you might as well want to check this out. And of course, the digital citizenship activities that you can use while you are inside your classroom. The advantage of this common sense media is that it's not just for us to use as an educator, but also for us to use among our families, including our children. So while I'm waiting for that to load, this is the example of the curriculum of digital citizenship. You can see here that it's actually for all grades. You can filter it out for kinder and apply. And you can see here the different topics that you can teach to kindergarten. As we progress to technology age, technology era, I would suggest for everyone to at least check out the materials that they offer. They have media and media balance and well-being rather. I'm sorry for that, and they have privacy and security. They have digital footprints, and of course, relationships and communication. Now, I know that because of social media, we can get closer to those who are far away from us. But sad to say, we can get too extreme for that, and we get farther from those who are with us. So, I would like to encourage everyone to check out their tools, especially under the For Parents tab. So that's it. I believe. Wait. I'll be also careful when I'm teaching cyberbullying. Sometimes, even my messages as a teacher, they felt that yeah, that's the common trend right now. Well, of course, we have to make sure that we are neutral as always. So as educators, I know that it's somehow hard to avoid digital drama and to let go of hate speeches, but we have to also let our students know how should they react, how should they stand whenever these particular things happen to them, especially in the social media that they are, or in whatever tech tools that they are using right now. Of course, the news and media literacy. What are the news that are true and false? So we have to make sure that our students understand how to identify fake news in this age. Okay? And for the parents, I'll just go over this very quickly. So for our parents, you can see here that Common Sense Media actually gives a lot of movie reviews, TV reviews for all of your for all of those who likes movies, reading books, wants to play apps and games, and to check out websites. So at the same time, as a parent myself, I would also like to encourage everyone to check out their um, materials for what parents need to know. Some of these actually guided me on how to raise my son, especially given that I'm an IT specialist and I do spend most of my time on in front of a computer. So one thing that I would like to understand and know is that how do I control my son for a test? We also have other materials here and of course for the distance learning. Okay? And of course, there are also advocates who would like to advocate for the kids' well-being in the digital age, and you can have or you can check here some of their stories, some of their current activities as an advocate. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.